o'clock in the morning here in West Texas, where we're currently barreling down a highway, about 70 miles an hour. Speedlimit's actually 75, and I'm doing 70 miles an hour because deer. I've already hit one deer in the last year, and I don't want to do it again. So this, by the way, is I can't tell you read that, Dublin, Texas root beer, Triple X root beer. Used to be Triple X root beer, now it's Texas root beer. So, it's good stuff. The whole story behind this on. Matter of fact, it's the best root beer I've ever had. And I'm not just saying that because it's from Texas either. So, you gotta look up the story of Dublin Bottling Works in Dublin, Texas. If you don't already know. Dr. Pepper was one of the very first, or was the very first soda in the entire country. I think it was in 1887 or 89 or 88 or something like that. When it was invented. Coca-Cola was like 1891, so a couple years before it. And so they started making Dr. Pepper down in Waco, Texas. Well, this guy up in Dublin, Texas wanted to bottle Dr. Pepper and sell it. And so he was given a franchise. And he's given 6 counties in the area that he could sell his soda. Well, that lasted until about 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago, somewhere in there. And I mean, it was the oldest bottling plant in all of North America, and they never switched to anything else. They always bottled in glass bottles. They always used real imperial cane sugar to make the Dr. Pepper, and it became known far and wide as the nectar of the gods, at least in the state of Texas. And it was so damn good. People would drive hundreds of miles to Dublin, Texas to get Dublin Dr. Pepper. And they even had a big festival every year to celebrate, Dr. Pepper, the Dr. Pepper Festival. And they would change the name of the town to Dr. Pepper. Every year they would do that. A couple years ago, Dr. Pepper got angry with Dublin because they started putting the word Dublin at the top of the bottle. It's kind of a trademark, infringement. And so Dublin, or Dr. Pepper, sued to have them stop and won. And they stopped making Dr. Pepper in the little town of Dublin. Well, the bottling company, they decided they were going to carry on. And they were going to make other stuff. Whatever it was, they were going to make other stuff. Well, they were still making Big Red in bottles, so everybody kind of gravitated towards Big Red. But then, of course, Big Red followed suit. Not that they had the name Dublin at the top. I think there was a settlement between Dr. Pepper and Dublin about, cutting out the Dublin, and they should be okay. And it just didn't work. And so Big Red eventually was cut out to. I don't think it's owned by Dr. Pepper, but Big Red was. They had to stop making Big Red. So they were kind of lost, or whatever. Didn't really know what to do, and but they decided to soldier on, and they would start making other sodas. They'd make their own stuff, go out on their own, and they did. And this is probably their best-selling one. This Dublin, Texas root beer, probably their best-selling one. They have a soda that's really good. I think it's like an 1891 soda or something like that. I like it quite a bit. And it's pretty close to what they used to make. Hint, hint. And it's not the same thing. Anyway, Dr. Pepper Corporate went on later to make Dr. Pepper with imperial cane sugar in glass bottles, and they sell it in a large swath of the United States now. And I think it was like a ploy on theirs to basically make to take away that ability from Dublin to make it. Of course, there hasn't been a Dr. Pepper festival since then. Dublin, Texas is a tiny little town. They were bypassed with a highway like within the last 10 years. I mean, this all happened like 6 years ago. But they were, and everything. So it's kind of a terrible story. But I still try to sneak by and pick up, pick up something. And actually, this is a bottle of a case that I bought, that I brought to a family here in town, or in my little town I just left. So I'm reaping the benefits of my work. Anyway, nice little story. We're out here on the 283, and so we're heading down to San Antonio this morning, and we're gonna get down there and get unloaded. So in the meantime, you enjoy the sights and sounds of the drive. because I am. Enjoying my cigar, or a cigar. This is one of my regular cigars. This is a Perdomo. It's like a Perdomo champagne or something. I went to the cigar shop tonight. I was just like, it's been a long day. I started about 5 o'clock this morning. Went to San Antonio, got unloaded. I looked for a load, trying to come out of there, and with my coolant leak, you know, I didn't want to go to Laredo. So, of course, I try to make a video and the neighborhood gets loud, right? It is Friday night. Yeah! Get after it! Yeah! Yeah! Tell you dick. Okay. Anyway. Been a long day. So I'm enjoying my cigar. I've got a little tequila in my drink. It's after 11 now. It's been a long day. San Antonio, looked for a load coming back. Couldn't find anything worthy of, like, hauling it. Because of this market and everything. And it sucks because it's a holiday weekend. There's a part of me that's well aware of the fact the truck's put back together. It's, you know, pretty close to being done. And the only thing is we drove around tonight trying to find, like, concentrate coolant, because I added water to the radiator this week just to kind of get me down the road. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, so it doesn't really matter right now. I want concentrate to put in it to kind of bring it back up to where it should be, or whatever. Cannot find it hardly anywhere. And of course it was about 8 o'clock when we started looking, and you know, you got Walmart, didn't have it. Tractor Supply didn't have it. I gotta look it up tomorrow and see if I can't find it somewhere. I may end up driving out to Weatherford tomorrow, picking up a couple of gallons. I don't know. Hoping the truck stop out Weatherford has it, but I'm not sure. So it may just end up being 50-50 going in, and we'll just have to hope for the best, or drain out a little bit and add, you know, more 50-50. I don't know. But all done. Enjoying the evening, and I'm getting ready to go in and lay down, go to bed. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video of me trying to get the work done. Thankfully, I had my uncle with me to help me. He's always there to help when I've got these problems. And honestly, without him, I wouldn't have been able to get this done. One of the hoses I probably would have gotten done, but the other one was in a really tight place, and he's smaller than I am. And I was able to get in there and contortion a little bit more than I could, and get the hose on and get it, you know, perfectly hooked up and everything. So no more coolant leaks at this point. So when I end up getting back out on the road, probably Tuesday at this point, but I will not have to worry about that, which makes me feel good. Truck's in good shape again. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you guys tonight. You guys know the drill.